Alright, one last video. I'm at home and our 2-year-old is going crazy, so hopefully you're not going to hear that. What I want to cover is the menus. It's the very first video I said I'm not going to do WordPress 101, which this is. However, I think it's important. It's something I'd rather go over than you wonder or look around or try to Google search or whatever. Right now, if we come to the home page, we have the order of your menus, menu links. So about us, our pastor sermons, etc. So two important things is if you decide to add pages, you can easily add this to the menu, and you can also reorder the menu. So, for instance, what we want to do is, for example, I should say, is come to Appearance, then Menus. Now what we're going to see is your menu structure. This is every menu item that we have. And first thing is we have the order. So you have Home, About Us, Our Pastor. And if we look at the home menu, Home, About Us, Our Pastor, right? Then we have drop-down menus. And if I go to Donate, for example, where are we? You see the triangle letting us know it's a drop-down. If I click it, there's a drop-down, right? Hopefully you're with me so far. So if I come down here, I'll see Donate, and we know we have drop-downs for this link because it's indented. It's justified right. See how kiosk is over and read terminal is over? If I push these back over, for instance up here, now it's not a drop-down. It's out of the drop-down. But how we know it's a drop-down is we indent it. Hopefully you're there with me. So, for example, maybe I want to do a drop-down to About Us. Let me go ahead just, let's do kiosks for fun. About Us, I want to put kiosk under there. I'm going to drag and drop it. So I'm going to click on it. You'll get that arrow thingy if I roll over it. See it? Click my mouse, don't release, drag it up. Boom, let go of it. Now, I hit save. What I'll do if I come to About Us is boom, what I got. Yep, there it is. So silly easy, goofy easy, a great way to work with your menu. So let's put this back, save. You can reorder it the same way, drag and drop. Hey, I think About Us should be before Home, or Our Pastor should be the first, right? Up, drag and drop, hit save. Oops. We also have this arrow. I can change the name. This name is imported by the name that you name the page. So, prayer request is a name that was created when the page was made under the page section. Same thing for Home. So maybe you don't want it to be Home. Maybe you want it to say Home 989, whatever. You change the name. You can do that there. You can also remove and delete it. I really wouldn't do much more than that, but I feel it's necessary to cover all that stuff. All right. Final thing, but not the least important thing is if you make a new page, you need to add it. What will happen is when you make a page and save it under here, it's going to show up in this section. See, it says most recent, and we'll see pages, most recent. I can view all, but most recent. So the most recent is the video tutorials, which I'm creating a page to put these videos into, so you can watch them at any time. If you make a page and want to add it to the menu, you check it, add to menu. Here it is. Where do I want it? Do I want it as a drop-down menu? Do I want it as a main menu? I drag and set it where I want it. Hit save. Done. It's silly easy. Doesn't get much easier than that. Now, what's really important is if you start playing around with your menu, please take into account the width of this thing. Right now, you're about maxed out, meaning If you add a new menu link, it's probably going to break because look, this is the space you have left, which is no space really. So what's going to happen is going to break this menu. It's going to drop down everything else. And then think about that. If you have a small screen, see how this breaks down? This is to me is a break, as opposed to this, where are we? Right about here, which is iPad and smartphone view, where we have this little drop-down thing, you know, the responsive setup. So please take that into account when you're working with your menu. I'm going over this because it's important, but I also feel it's very important to consider what menu changes you may make. So you'll have to start grouping menus and making drop-downs. About Us, you know, if you start wanting to add in things, maybe sermons and About Us and services under About Us if you need to add other things. So just, you know, think about that. That's probably it in this series. I don't think there's anything else to cover. If there is, you know, please reach out to us. All right, thanks.